Hi, and welcome to a new interview. I'm interviewing Kelly DeVos, who's one of our new crew members. And today we're going to learn a little bit more about Kelly and hear about her pirate name and what brought her to the Y Buccaneers. So hello and welcome. And first, Kelly, if you want to share a little bit about yourself, what you write, and any agent information, this would be a great time to do so.
Okay, so hi, I'm Kelly DeVos, and I'm so excited to be a part of the YA Buccaneers crew. I write YA Contemporary and YA Mysteries, and I'm thrilled to be represented by Kathleen Ruschal of the Marcel Lyon Literary Agency.
Ooh, awesome. I like the thumbs up. Cool. And what inspired you to become a writer? How did you get started?
Well, I think like a lot of writers, I was first a reader, and so I loved to read books. And I guess, having connected with a love of books like very early on, like I remember being a child and just being addicted to Where the Wild Things Are. And then later on, I fell in love with middle grade mysteries like Trixie Belden. And I guess like at a certain point, it started to seem like I loved other people's stories, but I might love to tell my own stories too. So I guess I've always, since that time, loved to write, but it's probably been within the past 5 years that I've really been pursuing it in terms of trying to write my own novels and get representation and hopefully be on the path to publication.
Oh, awesome. And it seems like it's going very well since you...
Yeah, I'm working on
it. Cool. Okay, and next let's jump into your pirate name. So if you want to share your pirate name, the pirate name you chose, and then maybe a little bit behind why you chose it.
Okay, so basically my pirate name is Keg Stealing K. And
I love that. Sorry.
So everything that I know about piracy pretty much comes from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland. And if you've ever been on that ride, pretty much everything is stored in kegs, like treasure, gunpowder, food, it's all there. So I kind of thought, if I were trapped in this ride, what would I be doing? And I think I would really be trying to steal and hoard these kegs. So that is the inspiration behind my name.
That's good. I like that. I've never ridden that ride, but
oh my gosh, you have to. Like, we should all go as like a group trip and just ride that ride over and over again.
That would be really fun. We have talked about having some type of nautical group get together. That would be super fun.
I know. And it's really funny. Like today they had the ModCloth newsletter came out and they had all like the clothing inspired by the sea. And I'm like, oh no, it's too bad I didn't have time to get like a pirate shirt for my introduction interview, but sorry.
That's cool. No pirate. Meh, it's okay. That's awesome. Okay, and my next question is, okay, so if you had to describe yourself in one word, what would that one word be?
Okay, so probably awesome. No, just kidding. Actually, stubborn. Stubborn is what I'm going to go with, which I think is helpful in terms of writing because you really do need an almost stubborn level of persistence to have any kind of a shot of making it. At least that's how I feel.
Definitely. I think, yeah, being stubborn, determined, not giving up, and patient, I think, is like. Okay, next I was wondering, so what are some of your favorite books and authors? And to make this easier, you can just choose, if you can't think of like the big lifelong favorite books and authors, then maybe just some recent books or authors that you've really been enjoying or want to talk about.
I know, this is such a hard question. Like, true story, when I was in college, I had a job interview at Barnes & Noble, and I love books, right? Like, I love them. And they asked me, like, so tell us some of your favorite books. And I was literally like, because I was so stupefied by like trying to like narrow it down to like a few favorites. I'm sure they thought I'd never read a book in my entire life based upon the way that I answered that question. But yeah, great books. So obviously I'm a big fan of things like Harry Potter and Hunger Games. I love Maggie Stiefvater's Scorpio Races. That's probably one of my favorite books. Recently, I read Wolf by Wolf, which I completely recommend, which is kind of like an alt history YA thing. And if you like a little bit of edgy YA, I loved Firsts by Laurie Elizabeth Flynn, which was, a YA contemporary. Okay. And on this note, if you're interested in books about piracy, I did read this book called Under the Black Flag, which is about life as a pirate. And I guess life as a pirate kind of wasn't so great, but it's out in this book if you're interested.
Ooh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Well, I like that. And we just shared Laurie's book, the first book in our last reading mutiny, so that's super relevant too.
Oh, yeah, it was a good book.
It looks really good. I haven't read it yet, but on my list. Okay, so if you were stuck on a deserted island, but you could have 3 things delivered to you, what would you have delivered?
Okay, so I'm going to say, first of all, pizza, because pizza.
Because
And
pizza.
From a practical standpoint, you probably need like toothpaste, because, you know, I actually think about pirates, and like I'm sure they didn't have nice teeth, so I think like
Yeah.
the toothpaste coming. And then ideally I'd like to continue to get my uppercase box, so then I could get my one YA book every month. And you know, sometimes they have things in there like socks, so there could be a practical side of that too. So
Right, very practical.
yes.
Oh, I love that. That's actually a really good plug for uppercase. Like the 3 things I would have delivered.
That's right.
Wow. Now I'm like, I need to look at uppercase. Okay. So on the YA Buccaneer site, we're kind of curious to hear which category or bucket, we call some of the categories buckets, you're most excited for. And this includes events or like blog post types, whatever, but which things you're most excited about and why?
Well, my favorite category is definitely learning the ropes, because like before I even got interested in being a part of the team, that's an aspect of the site that I used a lot, because there's tons of information over there. And it's really quite relevant whether you're a querying writer or a brand new writer or a published writer. Like there's stuff on writing on conferences and how to write queries and how to manage the agent submission process. So it's really I use that a lot even before I thought, oh, I'd really like to be a YA Buccaneer. That's like kind of where I hung out. But I also like the fall boot camp, which, you know, I was in there, and I actually added almost 20,000 words to my work in progress when I was doing fall boot camp. So it was really helpful.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
I love the boot camps too.
Yeah, everyone should do the boot camp. That'd be great.
I agree. Okay, and I only have 2 more questions. The first is, what is one fun fact about you that you'd want our readers to know? Maybe something that they wouldn't guess about you, or just something we haven't chatted about yet.
Okay, well, I do collect awesome journals. So if anyone would like to send me a journal, I'm collecting them. But in all seriousness, this is my most recent one. I kept it right here.
Oh, I love IC
Designs. And I love it because it has black paper.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, right?
Do you have like a silvery pen, or how do you?
Yeah, I have like my silver and gold pen set.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
I haven't even opened it yet because I'm trying to think of something really awesome to write in here. And the pressure is really on because like I've got my black paper with my gold and silver pens, and it just seems like something amazing has got to be documented there. But I have it. And I have a collection of tons and tons of other journals for my lesser ideas.
Oh, nice. That's really fun. I have that same problem with notebooks and journals. Like I love them, and I get so much, I put so much pressure on like what's going to go in here, and it has to be really good because this is a really pretty journal. And I feel like writing that first word, you're like,
it is a lot of pressure because you can't just write the grocery list in there or something. You know, that seems lame.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we need fish sticks. Can't go in the.
Right. You're like, you're too beautiful for fish sticks and grocery list.
That's right.
Okay, so my last question is just, is there anything that we didn't cover that you want to add, anything you want to mention, or any questions about the Buccaneers?
Well, I just wanted to say I'm so excited to be on board, and I hope that I'll get to see everyone via social media and on the site. So yay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, yay, thank you for doing the interview, and thank you for joining the Buccaneers crew. And we'll have more information in the blog post, so go to thewhybuccaneers.com, and we'll have more ways for you to connect with Kelly if you're interested, or to read the other crew member interviews. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you later.